Hey y'all, it's Liz. I wanted to make this video for my girlfriend Monica. So let me explain to you what's going on with her. She's been with her husband for over 15 years, and they've been married for 5 years, but they've been together for 15 total. He moved out of the house back to his hometown, which is over 2,000 miles away from her and the kids. He's been gone since last year, September. The plan was for him to get established out there, and after our 5 kids were out of school for the summer, we'd move there also. He's been coming back home like every other month for 2 weeks since he moved. Well, this last time, things seemed just a little different. I had been having dreams that he was messing around with other women, but I just ignored that and prayed that that wasn't the case. Well, one night while he was home, he received a text message at 4 a.m., 4 in the morning. She asked him who was texting him at that time of the morning, and he called out some guy's name and turned over and went back to sleep. Now, I have to say, Monica is not the jealous type, nor does she ever go through his things. But for some odd reason, she said that she just couldn't control herself. So when he woke up and went to take a shower, she grabbed his cell phone and went through it. And there were text messages from a girl saying, "Why haven't you called me back yet?" Plus, he had talked to this same girl the night before for an hour while I was at Bible study. I don't know why I got so angry. It could have been anyone. But I went into the bathroom and I asked him who the girl was. He said, "What are you talking about?" And I lied and told him that I talked to her. He didn't say a word. I told him to get out before I slit his throat. That was a little harsh, but she was really upset. The fact that he was speechless when I lied and said that I had spoke with her made me think there was really something going on. He is pissed with me now and won't talk to me. So we're planning on getting a divorce. I want to know, do you think I overreacted, or was I right to go off? I would hate for our relationship to end if there was really nothing going on. But he won't even discuss that. He won't even discuss what happened with me. He won't even, I just missed a part. He won't even discuss what happened with me. What should I do? Beg for his forgiveness? Not. Or tell him to kick rocks? I really do need some feedback. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. Now, let's just look at this whole scenario. He's been gone since September. That's 8 months. And he's coming home every other month for 2 weeks. Well, okay, number one. While you're at Bible study, why is he talking to another female anyways for an hour? Now, do you know her? Apparently not. If there's nothing going on, just like with Steve. Steve talks to a lot of females. But if we're out and about and like on base or something, and a female comes up and she's like, "Hey, Steve," and I'm standing there, you could best believe Liz is going to be noticed. I'm going to get noticed. Be like, "Hello, I'm Steve's wife. I'm Elizabeth. How are you?" Yeah, that's what I do. But we have single women that live here, you know, retired military ladies across the street. And I, you know, things like that don't bother me. Because I know he ain't doing nothing. Because he ain't getting no text at 4 o'clock in the morning. And let me tell you something. A married man has no business getting a text at 4 o'clock in the morning from another woman, much less anybody at 4 o'clock in the damn morning. What the fuck? You know? Their ass need to be in bed sleep. You know what's going on. Let me tell you, women, we know when shit ain't right in our homes. We know that. We know when our man is messing around. Again, we want confirmation. So, do I think that he's messing around? Hell yeah, I think it. I ain't got to know him. I know a dirty man. I know what men can do. Getting texts he's a married man. Why is he getting texts at 4 o'clock in the morning from a female unless he done did her? You could best believe that he laid up with somebody. He dropped that pipe someplace. And I don't give a damn how many subbies be like, oh, Liz, that's wrong. You shouldn't be doing that. You know, you shouldn't say that because you don't know. I've been in enough relationships in my life to know when a man is fucking around. I said it before. If it walked like a duck, it sound like a duck. Well, goddamn it, it's a duck. You know. You know he's messing around. You know he's done laid up with somebody. And what kind of conversation could this motherfucker have with another female for an hour? I wish Steve would talk to a bitch for an hour. I wish he would. Bitch, you don't even talk to me that long. I know you won't be talking to another hoe like that. It ain't happening. And as far as you begging him for forgiveness, honey, all you have to do is you ain't got to beg him for nothing. Begging don't work. You don't need to beg him. You know? No. You didn't jump the gun. I think you did the right thing. Sometimes we have to go through our men's pockets and their wallets to see what the fuck, and their phones to see what the fuck's going on. Because I'm going to tell you, if you would have got a call from a male at 4 o'clock in the morning, yeah, he'd have been all over you about that. So, women's intuition. We know when things ain't right in our home. Some marriages can be saved. But once you cross that line of betrayal, and you have no trust there now, you don't have a marriage. It's not going, you know, well, I'll tell you what, you'll be a better woman than me. My first one dogged my ass out, but I ain't with him no more. I'm just saying, we know when our man is fucking around. Now, the question is, do you want to stay and make it work? Can you trust him? Because if you say, you know what, I just can't trust him, you don't need to be with him. You know, it took you 15 years to build this trust. And it takes one time, one night, to fuck it all up. And to never have that trust again. You see? It's going to take you another 15 years to get that trust back. You know? Women, we got to move on. You know? You guys got 5 children. After our 5 kids. 5 children. That motherfucker would be on papers like yesterday. He would be on papers. He'd be taking care of these kids. And if that motherfucker had dreams, I'd take them too when I went to court. I'd take his dreams from him. I sure would. You know, and you tell the hoe that was texting him, you know what, I would have called that bitch. See, but that's me. That's Liz. I would have called her and I'd have said, look, motherfucker, don't ever text my husband at 4 o'clock again. Period. You know, hell, you just had a conversation with him for an hour. You should have talked to him about that shit then, instead of calling at 4 o'clock in the morning. What kind of bullshit is that? I wish a bitch would call my motherfucking house at 4 o'clock in the morning, cell phone or not. Yeah, I'd lay a cussing on her ass. Yep. And so, subbies, you guys leave your comments. What do you think? You think the man's messing around? And I believe Monica already knows that he's messing around. She wants confirmation. Like I said, some marriages can be saved. 15 years, and all it took was one time to just destroy this trust. You got 5 babies, though, so... But don't stay in a relationship where you don't trust somebody just because you have kids. I think you can make it on your own. And I think you need to boot his ass to the curb. Let him be with the hoe that was texting him. And tell him that the two of them together can go ahead and pay your child support. Put that motherfucker on papers. You know? Put that bitch on papers. Shit, 5 kids, you damn right you're going to be on goddamn papers. You know, you're going to be on papers from now for the next 25 years, as far as I'm concerned. All right? Y'all leave your comments. Deuces. Let me know what happens.